Hello, Helen Chin Lu here, certified reflexologist, certified energy medicine practitioner, Reiki master and teacher, the owner of the Healing Place and the Healing Place Energy School. I am having a really tough morning. I want to wish you a happy 4th of July. May it be safe. I already thought I already recorded and did this live talk, but I finally realized I wasn't live. Isn't that odd? Oh my gosh. Last night I was really sick. I got food poisoning. So I'm going to do a hand reflexology tip after this about how to alleviate food reflexology through your hands. But let's continue with our discussion about how we give away our powers. So I'm hoping you'll see me. If there's anyone out there, drop me a little note, show me that I am live. So the 5 things that we do to give away our healing power is usually financial, emotional, our physical health, and what else? Our addictions and financial abundance. So those are the things that we give away a lot of times because we're working hard for the man, we're working hard for ourselves, and we're trying to achieve. And we want to achieve positive outcome. And don't we all dream? We dream about where we're going and how we're going to get there. And once we get there, what we're going to do with it. But in the meantime, as we're dreaming, sometimes we're not living. So let's talk about addiction power. And we all have addictions. We started to talk about this yesterday. Most of our addictions have been implanted in us by our family. They could be limited beliefs. It could be family traditions. It could be traditions of your workplace, and you've got to follow the rules. And these addictions could be positive or they could be negative. And the positive ones will make you feel absolutely wonderful and light. The negative ones will keep you small and in your darkness. Hi there. Thank you. I'm live. Thank you. It's so funny. I was talking to myself for 10 minutes and I'm like, wow, it never went off. So, feel free to comment. If anything you want to hear about, drop me a line. Just put it in a note. I got my good glasses on so I could see. So coming back to positive and negative addictions. So the positive ones will keep you light and the dark ones will keep you in your darkness and small. So what are your addictions? Let's talk about my work addictions. There's a positive and a light side. The positive is I love what I do. The negative is I'm driven. I'm probably overdriven. And when it's overdriven, I have to learn to say, hey, let's do your top 6 tasks today. And if I could get to 3 of them, I am absolutely happy with it. And then I got to let go of the other 3 because in this moment, I am doing my very best. So you got to know what you're addicted to and want to make changes. And are they healthy for you? So the ones that are negative, which I just talked about, what are you going to do and how are you going to make changes? Because one thing about negative addictions, it's there to keep you small and keep you stuck. Because once you're stuck, the fears come in. And those fears live on it has a cellular memory, and it lives on the cellular level of your body, which really sucks because if you don't even realize what you're addicted to, more times than not, it is almost impossible to break. So you got to understand what those addictions are and how do they serve you. And one thing about negative emotions, they numb out your life. They really numb you out. I remember in my last job, I was an office manager for a small nonprofit organization. The day that I walked in, I said, oh my God, I am coming back and I'm reliving a job that I had 20 years earlier. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, why am I repeating the same experience? And I'm wondering, I'm thinking to myself, God has put me back here. There must be something that I need to learn. So I decided at that moment I was going to stay for 2 years, and that experience turned into 6.5 years of horribleness. So I could take that and say to myself, I could look at the negative aspect of the job, which I was living every day, but the positive aspect or the positive addiction to the job is I knew God put me in this job for a reason, and there were things for me to learn. So your attitude is key in this whole cycle of breaking and addiction. So we all want to develop and have positive outcomes. And so let's start with what are the steps to recognizing it, what you want to do, and what changes you want to make in your life. First of all, develop a list. You could put it on your computer. I have one on mine. I even put a password, not that anyone in my family is going to go in and see what I do. And what are the action steps? Because no changes can be made if you don't consciously decide to make a change or a break. Are you afraid of being judged? Because once you are different, are you afraid people are going to perceive you differently? Well, this is something that you're going to have to decide you want to do. Because is it better to stay stuck and live in your old addiction, or do you want to make new ones? This is your choice. Because we have free will, you're going to have to decide what's right for you, all right? 3, I have mantras. Every day I wake up, I say a blessing for the day. I ask God for his guidance. I say I honor myself. I respect myself. I'm going to do the very best I can for me and for the clients. And now that I'm starting to speak globally to anyone and everybody who is joining me for these chats or my webinars or even in my classes in my energy school. So learning to respect yourself is key to breaking any negative cycle. And you can break the negativity in your life. You just have to have the courage and get out of your fears to do that. So I hope the tips has helped you. Please comment and let me know what you think, because I want to build a community of light workers. I truly believe sincerely we can do this work. We need just some guidance and take the first step of courage to live the very best life that you can. So tomorrow at 10, if there's no glitches, I would love to talk to you about repetitive cycles and go a little bit more, go deeper into the subject. And before you know it, you're on your way to breaking the cycles and to develop the positive outcomes in your life and be the very best person you can be. I'll talk to you really soon tomorrow. Let's meet again at 10. Bye-bye.